Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of Northernlion's Challenge Runs in the Binding of Isaac. Very special because we have a very cool run today. There was a series of like Team Fortress 2 style runs suggested, like one for each class, and today, by the way, the people who suggested that, YouTube user Maddie2Cat did like 6 of them, and then Shadowfuse did the last remaining 3. And I'm doing one of Shadowfuse's right now. This is the Spy run. So I am playing as Judas. That gives us the Fez, obviously, which, of course, the Team Fortress 2 Spy is often found wearing. I also have Mom's Knife, you know, like the dagger that the Spy has in that game. Additionally, we have 9 lives, because, you know, there is an item for the Spy. I forget what it's called. It's been a while since I played TF2, actually, and I didn't play as the Spy very often. It might be called the Cloak and Dagger, but it's been a while. Basically, it allows you to feign death. So that is what we're doing right now. It's a run that fits thematically. I think it fits from a balance perspective as well. The one thing is, we should add some kind of condition. There was no condition added to this run to start with, but I think it makes sense to say maybe we don't go to item rooms. Shops can be okay, but we don't go to item rooms as the Spy on this run, which is unfortunate because I would love to have it be the opposite way, where we go to item rooms but don't go to shops. But considering we have Mom's Knife, I think that would imbalance things a little bit. Not to mention we do also have, I'm just going to shoot the poop in here. Not to mention we do also have, you know, Book of Belial, because we're playing as Judas, and 9 lives, which has the potential to be great, I think. I've never really used it effectively. By the way, maybe we should, we're going to wait for a second, then I'm going to play Judgment, because I want to get a bomb on this floor. We're going to get a cube of meat here. I want to get bombs because, A, I could kill myself and possibly get a second cube of meat here by way of 9 lives. But B, I could also go to some of these tinted rocks. I guess I could do it either way. So let's try to get something out of Judgment here. Come on, man. Don't do me dirty like that. Well, we're screwed then. Just wasted 3 cents and our Judgment card, left behind 2 tinted rocks. Alas, so be it. People have told me, or I shouldn't say people have told me, but I've seen ways to kind of manipulate 9 lives in a way that benefits you. And the way that you would do that is wait until you're on a room where I managed to get that fire killed before too many immolated hoppers showed up. But yeah, wait until you're on a boss room that has pestilence or another cube of meat giver in it. Fight it, take the cube of meat, and then kill yourself because you have 9 lives. Respawn, fight it again, take a cube of meat again, etc., etc. Repeat until you have 2 level 4 meat boys. You know, it's the kind of underhanded tactic a Spy might actually get involved in. I'm not sure we're going to be able to make it happen, because as of right now, we have no way to kill ourselves unless we, like, you know what, there was probably some fire or something I could have walked into on the last room. Alas, you know, that ship has sailed, sadly, so we're not going to worry about that too much for right now, but maybe in the future we could make something like that work. I don't know. I've got 1 bomb now. The real question is, how do I want to use it? Do I want to use it? This is a good one, because it could give us the secret room as well as that treasure chest, so I think this is a smart play, and it did indeed work out that way. We ended up getting more money, which is great. We can use that money at the shop. We can use this money, and we are up to 15 cents. So, call me crazy, but I think that worked out for the best. I don't even know if I used Book of Belial in the last boss fight, actually. In any case, there's trade-offs with this run. There's some good and there's some bad, and I like that about this run, is that, you know, it could very easily be amazing. It could be really overpowered, but it could also go off the rails quickly. If I never manage to stack up HP and end up having to roll on, you know, 1 or 2 hearts as we get further and further into the game. So, I think this is going to be a very interesting run. I want to do more of those TF2 runs in the future. I'm definitely going to take this. Because they were all, like, really well suggested. I forget the actual items for other ones, but, like, Heavy, I think, was, like, the Pact to give you super high damage, the Pentagram, but also number 1, so you had, like, incredible... Oh, Odd Mushroom as well, so you had, like, really great rate of fire. I don't even need to use Book of Belial here. Bad damage, but, oh well. Yeah, so you had really great rate of fire. That was close, but really poor range. Exactly, and damage was great as well. So, you know, just in that theme, basically. So we're still at 1 health here, which I obviously hate. We have a ladder, which on the caves could allow us the possibility of getting some more good items, and more consumables in general, like getting this tarot card, for example, which is the Hanged Man, which allows us to fly, which could allow us to access a chest or something in the future. We're just going to stack these upgrades on top of one another, man. Who knows? It's like that guy... Oh, that's not good. It's like that guy, you know, he started with like a pencil and ended up trading himself... That was awful. Awful damage right there. Luckily, we still have 8 lives. Ended up trading himself up to like a Lamborghini. That's what we're going to do here. Only instead of a Lamborghini, hopefully at some point we manage to get an HP upgrade. Which, you know, basically the same value, if you don't think about it too hard. So we're just gonna be... Oh my god, I walked into the... This is what I mean when I say that it could go off the rails very quickly. Luckily, it's not like we've lost anything of value so far. We've lost 2 of our 9 lives. But it's not like... You know, the way I normally like to play with 9 lives is to stack up HP and then just kind of roll as if the item didn't even exist. Yeah, sure, we'll take Eve's Birdfoot. So that makes it catastrophic when you end up losing, because it means like your one chance that had the best odds is gone. But really, all of our lives at this point, because we have 1 health, have the same chance of success and failure. I'm just gonna pop Book of Belial quickly. We should be able to kill Chubb very quickly. I just want to watch out for the silkworms, because obviously each one of those could be very damaging to us. That was an easy fight. HP upgrade, please. We get the coat hanger and a possible deal with the devil here. Which I was actually hoping was Krampus. I wonder if we could make this work. What would happen if we took Whore of Babylon? It would kill us, yes, I understand that. But then when we respawn, that's when the magic happens. Actually, I want to... That was basically a waste of a life right there. But it might not be. It's only a waste of a life if I can't make it work in the future. Taking Whore of Babylon basically cost us a life, but it also gave us... I still don't have any bombs, damn it. Alright, well, we'll use Hanged Man then. Get Mom's Pearl. Increased chance of Mom items. I always forget Mom's Pearl. I thought it might be increased chance of Spirit Heart drops as well, but I don't know, man. Or Mom's Pearl gives you a chance to slow enemies with each hit. I think that's it, actually. But yeah, back to the Whore of Babylon. It might seem like I just wasted a life making that happen, and you might not be wrong. But if I ever manage to get an HP upgrade and then trade for something like the Nail, then we find ourselves in a much better position, because the Whore of Babylon could allow us to roll permanently on Spirit Hearts, and find ourselves... in a position where we're basically, maybe not invincible, but very strong. So as is, I realize we're only on the 3rd floor and I've lost 3 lives. That might seem terrible, but I'm sacrificing those lives to give myself a better chance of success in the future. Also, with respect to the shop, we're doing very well right now. We picked up the ladder, which has allowed us to get a few extra consumables and items and money. And in addition to that, now we have the Steam sale, so we should be able to have a better chance of buying items from the shop in the future. Items like, say, the battery, which would, of course, scale very well with that nail combination I was talking about earlier. Doesn't have to be the nail, could be Book of Revelations. There's a couple other ways to probably make this run work for us, but as is right now, that's my thinking for our potential uses for Whore of Babylon. Now, it's totally possible we never managed to make Whore of Babylon work for us either, but who knows. Anyway, there's unlimited keys now. Might as well go through this, because I need the bombs, but we don't get any bombs, sadly. Well, that was terrible damage, but on the bright side, we have entered the cursed state. Now I'm just going to pick up this health, so I'm a little bit more survivable, while still maintaining that excellent damage that we got just a second ago. I don't know. It's going to be a weird run. I very rarely play with 9 lives. It's an item that I consider... I know some people have had the ability to make 9 lives work really well for them and increase their chances of success greatly. I still think 9 lives is one of those items that is actually worse to get than not to get. There's very few items like that in the game. But I genuinely feel that way about 9 lives. So, with only 1 bomb, I'm cautious to use it to get to the secret room, but at the same time, the odds of the secret room being here are like probably 80%. So that ended up working out well for us. Inside, we found 99 bombs. We ended up taking some damage because I'm an idiot and didn't take out that fire, but the fire gave us a Spirit Heart. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Now, in just 1 room, we went from 0 bombs to 99 bombs. As well, we have permanent Whore of Babylon, at least until I pick up another red heart. And what was my tarot card in here? I'm gonna pick up another red heart, by the way. That wasn't a tarot card, it was a trinket. Now things look a little bit sunnier. We're on the 3rd floor. We still have 0 chance of success until we get some HP, but things are looking up a little bit at the very least. And again, remember, we could use these bombs to kill ourselves and potentially amass some really good items. You basically leverage our lives, and then just take 1 or 2 really good shots with much better items than we have right now. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a good 9 lives strategist. I've done it very rarely in the past. My understanding, though, is that that's how it could work. I really do not want to get trapped in the corner here. Just gotta aim these mom's knife shots appropriately. It's fitting that I have the chance to do really badly on this run, because whenever I played TF2 as the spy, I was terrible. I was always the selfless guy, the medic. I mean, it sounds selfless, but really the only reason I did it is because those points, man. Crazy points as the medic. Literally, I have like 100 hours in TF2, which I understand is not a lot by a lot of people's standards. Or by Isaac standards, for that matter. But like 99 of them are as medic. And maybe like 92. I probably have like 8 hours as soldier as well. Just went Book of Belial there. I think Book of Belial actually worked after I shot Mom's knife, which is awesome for me. Now, obviously, we're just trying to play it cool here. I didn't do a very good job of crowd control. We've got a free HP upgrade. Just waiting here. I'm going to wait till the end of the floor to take that, obviously. And we get a pentagram as well, so we're going to be very high damage moving forwards. But I mean, we do have the 99 bombs as well, but super low health. The fact that we've gotten 0 health upgrades so far is very not good, let's put it that way. But we were gonna get that Eternal Heart, you know, and if we can manage to hold on to the Spirit Heart, then that does mean that potentially I could trade with the devil, get in permanent Spirit Heart state, and, you know, roll Whore of Babylon, Pentagram, incredible damage. So it's a weird situation that I find myself in right now. Tactically, I'm just letting little Steven take care of all these guys because I don't want to put myself in harm's way. There's a little bit of extra money, which should give us enough to buy whatever we want because we do have the Steam sale. There's more Spirit Hearts, which is beautiful. And the shop is right there. So this worked out very well for us. I'm going to pop the Book of Belial here just to make things a little bit faster in all likelihood. Never know which kind of enemies you're going to deal with here. And by you never know which kind of enemies, I mean, if you remember, you know exactly... Oh, it's awful damage. You know exactly what kind of enemies we're going to be dealing with here. Anyway, this is a run that requires a little bit of a fresh strategy, as well as a bit of an eye for novel tactics, I should say. Let's just get this guy to pop up, get this guy to pop up, and then come down here and pop this guy up like a video on VH1 in the 90s. And now we're going to go to the shop. Inside the shop we find, I was expecting greed, but luckily we actually get the 9-volt. Fantastic. That's going to make Book of Belial more of an everyday type thing, or an every room type thing for us. With 99 bombs, I would be remiss if I didn't try to go to the secret room. But then we could probably move on with that Eternal Heart, and, you know, make our decision as to whether or not we're going to make this life be the one that counts. Well, we're not going to move on, actually. We're going to explore the rest of the floor just to see if I can get more money, and that is indeed going to be the case. You also never know if maybe there's going to be tinted rocks around. Oh, are you kidding me? That just took all of my Spirit Hearts from me because was little Steven shooting there? I mean, it's my fault for holding the button down. It's not little Steven's fault. You know, he's just doing as he's told. It's unfortunate, though, that I just lost all my Spirit Hearts that way. But hey, we're going to get that Eternal Heart. That's why I'm saving the Eternal Heart until I get into a position. Is this guy shooting? He is shooting those bullets out of his asshole. I'm saving that Eternal Heart until I get into a safe place. Otherwise, I could have easily lost it there and found myself, you know, cursing my own name to the heavens, basically. Silkworm should be dead any second, and then the meat dude, oftentimes annoying because he fires so quickly and with little warning. Some warning, but little warning. And we're going to be done here. So I'm hoping, I very rarely manage to shoot Mom's Knife diagonally. So that was a weird case for me. We're going to be looking for our secret room with our 98 bombs. Got to be cautious with those. We got to save at least, you know, 5 or 6 for Mom's heart. So I can only use bombs 92 times, but hey, we got more keys here, which is good for us for going to the shops and the chest eventually. Kind of a slow run so far, given our incredible damage, but that's because I'm trying to, you know, be as cautious as possible. There's another 1-up, so one of those lives that I lost is now, you know, safely back within my grasp. But again, still, floor is down, no HP upgrades, with the exception of this Eternal Heart that we're gonna get. Now, again, I would love to trade these 2 regular hearts in to put myself in permanent curse state, but it's going to require getting the nail, basically. I don't think you can get Book of Revelations from a deal with the devil. You could get it from a shop, I guess, but, you know, we'll see. Necropolis 1. Here's where things, with our very limited amount of health, that was an incredible dodge there, could very honestly start going off the rails. We could easily start losing lives here. With 9 lives, the tendency seems to be, you know, once you start losing lives, it's very difficult to kind of halt that. Let's try not to blow ourselves up on the boss, or on the last remaining enemy here, shall we? We can even let little Steven take care of it. Doesn't bother me none. Just keep firing in, little Steven. I can wait. There we go. Beautiful. So no harm, no foul on that one. We're just going to check quickly for the secret room here, because it may contain hearts that I need to survive. Sadly, no secret room. But hey, it's still 95 bombs, so I can't really complain. And again, with this amount of bombs, we are going to want to, you know, get that money, because it could end up being very beneficial for us in the event that we go to the shop. We'll probably end up trading a bomb for those 2 cents as well. We'll see what we've got in here. Tammy's head, it's not nearly as good as Book of Belial, especially when we're in a situation where we can use Book of Belial more often than usual because of the 9-volt, of course. Well, we've got exactly the same room. What do you say we use some more bombs here? I'm trying to find a way to make this faster. That saved us 1 bomb overall, which is fine by me. We get more bombs and money. I'm imagining we're going to fight greed on this floor, if not the next floor. So at some point very soon, we're going to come up against our last remaining shop. This is a tough room. Should use Book of Belial, but I'm scared to pop it because I don't want to put myself in a bad situation. Just watching the leaper out of the corner of my eye. Just wait for it. Pick your shot. Pick your moment. There we go. Okay, and there's a heart there. So we'll use a bomb. Kind of tearing through these bombs, but again, we still have 90, so I can't really complain. And that's exactly what I wanted. We're going to come across the shop. The shop, even if it contains greed, we should be okay. I'm going to wait to take that pill for now. It doesn't contain greed. In fact, it contains a compass and a spirit heart, 2 items that are going to be of the utmost importance for us moving forwards. But that's probably our last shop. The next one probably has greed. We got Pretty Fly, which is a solid pill as well. Greed is obviously just chilling in the secret room there, as we can tell based on our compass now. So we're not going to waste our time going to the secret room. We don't really want the money. The Eternal Heart is awesome. We'll save that for after the boss fight. Again, in this situation, I have to use a little bit more foresight than I'm used to. Gotta save those Eternal Hearts, because otherwise, I'm almost certainly going to lose them before we get through that boss fight. Just being prudent, basically. Now, don't forget about it is the thing. I have a tendency to have it kind of slip my mind. So this has been a good floor. We could potentially get another 2 HP upgrades here. Obviously, I am going to pop Book of Belial. Mask of Infamy. You know, if you're going to fight Mask of Infamy, there's worse items to have than Mom's Knife. He's still going to be, you know, he's going to get up in my face. But, well, that was very quick. We're going to get the coin purse, actually. Alright, this is going to be a big moment of truth for us. No HP downs, please. Tears up. It's something. How about this orange pill? Bad gas. This one. Bombs are key. Well, now we have 90 keys and 8 bombs. And I found pills. Well, so we basically got a tears upgrade there. We'll take our Eternal Heart. We'll go down to the next floor. We'll get ready to fight Mom. And we're very glass cannon-y right now, is the polite way to put it. We're fucked would be a much less polite way to put it, shall we say. We're fucked! A dinosaur story. It's probably a dated reference by now, isn't it? Anyway, our damage is crazy. I really can't complain about that at all. I will complain about everything else, however. Book of Belial. I struggle with when to use Book of Belial in this situation, because it's like, we're already one-shotting almost every enemy. That's going to be another Pretty Fly, I think. So, you know, we'll have a selection of the world's finest flies surrounding us. Which is cool. That is awful damage that I took right there. Presumably we'll get back to full health before the boss fight, though. Not that it matters, because we're going to kill Mom in about 3 seconds. But, you know, we might as well be at full health for that fight, because you never know, maybe once we get down to the womb, things start getting a little crazy. As they often do once you get down to the womb. Well, we managed to get the map and the compass, which is remarkable. Now we can see the secret room. Hopefully we can buy that spirit heart now, and feel a little bit more confident moving forwards. Yep, wow, there's actually a ton of money in here. We got very lucky with shops on this run. So let's go check out what we've got in here. We'll buy our spirit hearts, and we'll buy this pill, which might have an effect. I forgot. Yep, well, its bombs are key, which is great, because now we go back to 7 keys and 90 bombs, which is much more useful than 90 keys and 7 bombs. So, are we better off? Yeah, much. Map and compass is pretty much borderline essential if we're going to make this run work with the limited amount of health that we have. Obviously, the less health you have, the quicker you want to be able to finish those later floors, which is why, wow, how did we kill that weird one, or this one over here? Which is why those items are so especially important for me right now. I was kind of worried about the spiders. I'm just gonna, if I backed out, they would probably just leave, but I can just go this way instead. Oh, okay, watch out. This is a room that would be very easy to kill yourself on because of the bomb flies from the hairy dudes. But there we go. Alright, so if we can go down as well, that would be important for us in order to get to that boss room. And by if we go down, I mean we're gonna go down. Because there's really nowhere else for us to go. I mean, I could go to the arcade. Just take a shot here, man. These faces are too annoying. Faces of death. One more. There we go. And now we're in a more manageable position. This is the hardest room. I absolutely hate dealing with this room every single time we see it. And we see it very often. But only one hit is, you know, I'm not going to look gift horse in the mouth on that one. That's incredibly improper usage of that, idiom. But at the very least, we're going to be able to go to fight Mom with a decent amount of health. Book of Belial at the ready. It's going to be the Mom that creates the hardest enemies in the game, but we're only going to need to hit it twice. Yep, only twice in order to kill it. We'll get a range upgrade, and the game continues refusing to offer us HP upgrades, but that's fine. We've got map and compass, so we do have a chance. We have a snail's chance in hell. I'm not even sure if that's a correct turn of phrase. In order to get to this boss room, you know what, Book of Belial, I'm going to stick with it. Unicorn Horn is tempting, but the way that I'm going to get to this boss, I'm thinking, because I have 89 bombs, you know, I'm not really sweating that right now. I'm thinking I'm gonna go to this library here. The library may give me Book of Revelations, in which case I'll be a happy camper. It doesn't. It gives me 2 telepathy for dummies. Well, in that case, what we're gonna do is utilize some of our bomb advantage and basically bomb our way directly to the boss room. The faster I finish these floors, the better. Am I right? So, by bombing our way down here, I think we are improving our chances. Maybe we'll get a spirit heart out of one of these fires. No such luck. And indeed, I'll admit that Unicorn Horn is mighty tempting. The invincibility obviously would be incredibly useful given the fact that we're quite low on health ourselves. I found pills, might as well take it. Yeah, so, I mean, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another, it feels to me. Book of Belial is going to allow us to finish rooms faster, thus taking less damage, whereas the Unicorn Horn would allow us to survive without taking damage a little longer, which, you know, who knows which one would actually be better if we were going to actually run the math. But I will say, with Book of Belial, we are one-shotting these Lokis, so I can't really complain about that. And finally, we have a legitimate HP upgrade as we make our way down to the second womb floor. And it's not going to be as quick for us on this one. We will use 2 keys, because we have enough keys to justify that. We're not going to take that trinket, though, so those 2 keys were wasted, basically. We're just going to walk this guy into our knife, come downwards, and move onwards. You know, since we're only on Utero, these rooms are not super difficult. It's not like we're on the chest yet. So, oh, that could have been devastating right there. I have a tendency, I shouldn't say always, because obviously what just happened flies in the face of that statement. But I very often just take trinkets without even looking. Or just like immediately try to go to the item when it appears in the center. Awesome. So I got lucky that I didn't get the tick. And we get tears up, and we're going to be fighting Mom right away. So step 1... don't effing worry. Oh, that was a big miss. Don't worry about doing damage yet. Just take out the lasers, pop the Book of Belial, and now start going to effing town. And we should be able to kill Mom's knife, or sorry, kill Mom's heart with Mom's knife very quickly here, especially if we manage to do what we did just there. Kill all the enemies very quickly. One more hit, and it's up to the next floor with almost full health, not quite full health. This is where things start to gain momentum. I think if we have full health going into this, we might as well check our secret room. If we have full health going into the Isaac boss fight, we should be okay, but it is a long... oh, fuck you. It is a long trip to get there. Now, that could be bad. It could be awesome. You know, there's a tinted rock here. If we find more of those, maybe I'm going to welcome the fact, or relish the fact that it's going to take us a long time to get to that boss fight. If there's not many, maybe I'm going to not be such a big fan. Or if they don't contain spirit hearts, also that would be a problem. But hey, 2 spirit hearts. Basically the best possible outcome for us, especially with a half heart there. So let's continue moving onwards. This is presumably going to be a fairly easy room for us, considering we one-shot all these guys. I mean, we one-shot basically anything, but one-shotting guys who come at you very quickly is important as well, of course. And if we can keep the crowd control going on these rooms, we should be totally fine. Don't even shoot at me, motherfucker. So we have, what, probably like 8 rooms left to go. And that's okay, because as long as we hit these guys twice, then they're easy to take out. We will blow up the blood bank here, which will allow us to get more hearts. That's exactly what I expected. So far, the game's been fairly good to us. I'm going to totally ignore that. That seems like a trap. Even if there's an item in there, is it worth a spirit heart at this point? Probably not. I definitely should not have taken damage there. But hey, that's what the spirit heart's for, right? Like, I still have 1 more of those. And again, as far as I'm concerned, I only need those 4 hearts to be able to take out Isaac, in all likelihood. I should be using Book of Belial so much more often. I'm using it on this room. Hopefully that makes it available for the boss room as well, and I didn't just totally screw myself. But hey, there's an easy way. It might actually be easier to take out the boss than it is to take out this room with the turrets and the greed heads and the hopper. So, I mean, unlikely, but still. And I think with... yeah, but we will get our... barely, but we will get our... no, we won't! I should go back and just fight 1 more room. Because having the Book of Belial is going to be really important. And presumably it's going to be a not super difficult room here. Even if we lose a spirit heart, it's going to be worth it in the end. And we may very well lose a spirit heart on this room. Trick for this one. Run away. Yeah, there's our spirit heart gone. I'm just going to start placing some bombs randomly in the hopes that it takes out the enemies faster. It's worth it still for the spirit heart, or for the Book of Belial charge. Don't get me wrong. It's hard not to feel negative about that, though, and I really shouldn't have taken damage there. They surprised me. There we go, with 1 left. Little Steven, please do my dirty work for me. Anyway, we're good. That money's not worthwhile, but the Book of Belial absolutely is. So I'm thinking the Isaac boss fight's gonna be easy enough. I can't believe we're still alive, and we've only gotten 1 real HP upgrade. Like, that is fucking crazy. Let's give it a try, basically. Obviously, we're going to pop Book of Belial right away. If I could stop Little Steven from firing, I would love to do that. And anytime we get invincibility, we're just going to get up in his face because it saves us from having to charge to get some increased range. This should put him into second phase. Want to get him into that third phase as soon as possible. Get those angel fetuses on the board. Well, I still have a lot of health. And one more should do it. Two more. So let's just back up for a little bit. There we go. He's dead. And the angel fetuses are now ruling the map. But we are going to be at full health, almost, if I don't take any more damage. Manage to pick up that heart. One more hit on this angel fetus will do it. Easy fight. Okay. We can repeat the exact same thing on Blue Baby if we manage to get there with a reasonable amount of health. So let's see what we've got. Quarter. I do have enough keys. Holy water. Lard. Lard is big. We got that last time it came to the chest as well. And magnet. So magnet's not that important. Quarter's not that important. Holy water's not that important. Lard could be important if we manage to get either a full health pill or, you know, just enough red hearts to make this work for us. So what I'm going to try to do is kill Gluttony last. Because if we kill Gluttony last, he will give us HP. I think. Anyway, that's bad damage. But hey, it caused Holy Water to proc. So that's a start. Kill Greed. I feel like Gluttony died from Little Steven, I think. We took a sad amount of damage there. Picked up 2 dimes, but big fucking whoop, right? Like, we're not in a very good position at all right now. This is a Book of Belial worthy room, just so we can kill Gertie very quickly. We don't get anything out of it, sadly. And again, you know, that was bad damage. One more hit and we're gonna die. Luckily, or unluckily as the case might be, we have a ton of HP. Or sorry, a ton of lives. And actually, we're gonna have 6 hearts per life? I did not think that. I thought we were gonna go down to 1 heart. Obviously, we want to kill Lust first because he's the most annoying piece of garbage, or she, I guess. He's the most annoying piece of garbage in the whole game. Kill Sloth next. There we go. Gluttony's going to hit us, but he's also going to drop hearts when he dies. So, you know, fair enough. We get back to full health. I wasted half a heart there, which might come back to bite me in the ass. But at this point, I feel like there's basically no way I lose this run unless we come across an incredibly difficult room somewhere along the way. Believe me, I want to use Book of Belial here, but I also want to make sure it's safe for the boss without me having to fight through any extra rooms. Pestilence is going to die easily, and then we're going to just take out the Death Horse here. Death Horse, also a great name for a metal band. And losing health doesn't matter that much because I have more at the ready. So one more room, 3 widows, walk into a bar, and we're gonna... I don't even know how I killed the one there. Or 2 of them, actually. Anyway, that Eternal Heart is going to be totally useless except as a little bit of a buffer for our red hearts. And I think we're going to be unkillable here. Don't ever think that this run was too imbalanced. I had to make things happen here in order to succeed, but, you know, 9 lives ended up working out really well for us. Business is good right now. Probably going to take a lot of damage on this run, but we can basically tank it. And just by doing some fairly good dodges here, we find ourselves in a good position. Blue Baby basically dead. Holy Water may have actually proved to be worthwhile there for once. Definitely just want to get Blue Baby killed so that I can focus on the angel fetuses. And with 1 more hit, he will die. We'll have a red heart on the map, and this should be it. That was a surprisingly well done run. I played okay. The item drops were not great, but it ended up working out regardless. And thank you to Maddie2Cat and Shadowfuse for that. Or those TF2 suggestions. They were really good. I'm probably going to do more in the future. As always, for the rest of you, continue suggesting your challenge runs and voting for the ones you deem most entertaining, and I will do some of the more visible, entertaining, amusing, absurd ones that I see. But again, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.